Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Thank you, guys. Please, as you come, share, invite somebody. Today is the last book review, final book review for today. So you want to miss it? I will appreciate everybody feedback. Like people have been joining me uh, throughout this book review. Like I will really appreciate the feedback. Like if you've been with me doing this book review, like I really like the feedback, like what you learn and what is your take on message from this book, like how are you going to use it in your life, how is it going to you're going to reflect it on your life. Like I really like the feedback. Like if people can write a feedback, you don't have to write it here if you don't want to. Like you can private message me your feedback, or you can write it here if it was helpful, or you learn anything, or you don't learn anything. And yeah, so I really appreciate the feedback. And we'll start something tomorrow. There is a book actually on my feed. Who am I? Why am I here? If anybody's interested in me doing it, a book review about it, you can also message me. You can let me know. Like you can message me right here, or you can send me a private message, or you can go and like the page of the book. So let's get into the final review of the book. Okay, so the last chapter is talking about how non-truth is a cankerworm and how we are supposed to ensure our life based on the truth. We are supposed to, you've been hearing me over and over how truth is very important in our life, that we are supposed to live on the truth, nothing but the truth, because a lot of people live a deceptive life, but we're not supposed to be like that, because that everything that we do, there's a consequences. You don't want to get a bad consequences of based on whatever you're doing. It will affect you. It will not only affect you, it will affect generations to come. It will affect in so many ways. You might think that, oh, I'm doing this thing, it's not going to affect me, it's nothing going to happen, but in the long run it does affect you, and it does will destroy you. So that is why it is very important for us to live by the truth. Okay, so unless you destroy the power of non-truth in your life, no, non-truth will destroy you. So that's the fact. If you don't destroy the power of non-truth, guess what, he will destroy you. So somebody have to win. Either you take control over it and say, I have power over you, non-truth, or non-truth will have power over you. And once non-truth have power over you, it will basically destroy you. It will destroy your career. That is what non-truth does. It destroy your career. It will destroy families. It will destroy your businesses when you are living your life based on non-truth. These are the things it can destroy in your life. Like a lot of families today that are being destroyed is based on non-truth, is based on something. Because like some family, a husband and wife, a friend will come and tell you something about your a friend will come and tell you something about your wife that is not actually true, and you take it and you see what how it's gonna destroy you. It was not true. Maybe they misinterpret you, or you as the husband or somebody come and tell you something about your wife that was not true. Guess what, it destroy your relationship. So you always have to go to the bottom of the matter. Don't just accept everything that people say. You need to check your facts, you need to cross check everything. So non-truth is the real cankerworm, eating deep into people's lives and family. That is it. Non-truth is why many have abandoned their career midway, only to be anointed or appointed to start a church, right? That is the non-truth. Because a lot of people today in churches today, they have a goal, they have a career, they had something going for them, and then all of a sudden they abandon it. Things they, some people have a successful business, everything was working for them, they were doing on the right part, and then the non-truth get hold of them, said, hey, you are not supposed to be doing your business. You are supposed to be a pastor. So a lot of people abandon the career because they want to come, they want to become a pastor. And you're not supposed to abandon it. You're supposed to work. You're supposed to actually do something. But because of the non-truth, they say, well, some pastor will tell you, hey, you are called to worship God. This is what you're called to worship God. Is it lie that you're called? No, it's not lie. It is true that you're called to worship God. But at the same time, you are not supposed to just abandon everything and just go and start doing. You can still do your work and you can still worship God. You can still worship God in your workplace. Because there are people that actually go to your workplace. You can talk to people about God at your workplace. It's not only around church, because that is the non-truth that lot of people have in their mind, that you have to go to a church building in order for you to talk about God. But that is not it. You can talk about God anywhere, everywhere you go. You can talk about God. When you go to the supermarket, you can talk to people about God. It doesn't matter where you go. You need to talk. And the other thing too, like people think, oh, God just live in a building, right? God just exists in a building, but God does not exist. He's living inside of you. You are created in his image and his likeness, and he's living inside of you. And people think that you have in order for you to have a personal relationship with God, or in order for you to have a one-on-one with God, you have to go into a church building. That is not true. You can have one-on-one with God wherever you go. Right now, me and you talking, you watching me, we are having a relationship with God. God is right here with us. I don't have to be in a building in order for me to have a personal relationship with God. So many people have suffered this harassment over years, and they have put their wife and they have put their children into untold hardship just because they wanted to answer the call of God in their life, right? So it's like, wow, I am going to quit my job. Like, you were not even ready to quit your job. Like, I get it. If you're ready, you are financially stable, and you quit your job, and God told you, like, God has to speak to you, said, you have to leave it. But some people, God never told them, God never spoke to them about leaving their job and going to follow God. And they do it. And then now they blame God at the end and say, God, why is it? God never spoke to you. If God spoke to you or God told you and you are so sure of it, then you need to trust God and obey God. But sometimes your pastor tell you what God told me. No, it's my life. God needs to speak to me. And so a lot of people end up taking their family along with them through the hardship, leaving their job, cannot provide for their family, cannot do anything for their family based on whatever somebody else told them, not because God directly told them, or they have they have the feeling about doing it. Yeah, Pastor David is saying here, like, he's a pastor and he still work. We are supposed to actually do work. Like, I get it. Quit your job if you're financially stable, and or if you have a direct, God told you directly to stop it, then I get it. But if God never told you and you never have that conversation with God, and here you are going to, and then whatever happened now, and now you're blaming God. God, why did you do it? I was doing your work. I was following you. I was doing your work. I was laboring for you. I was doing that. And your family are suffering. You don't have to blame God, because God never told you that. Because if God instructed you to do something, hey, He will always make the provision for you. He will make the provision for you. So the truth is that whatever you are doing in your ministry, there is no profession in this world that will circulate like what motivates you beyond your work, what you determine, whether it's mere job or your ministry. There has to be God motivating you, because a lot of people today, the only thing that motivate them is money. Money is the only thing that motivate them. If you said, wow, that job, you're gonna have I don't know, $20,000 a month, people will run to go do it. They won't go and do a job because they have passion about it, because they really want to help people. People don't do that anymore. People just motivated by the money. How much am I going to make? How much am I going to make for this? But we're not supposed to be driven by the money. Like, it's a bonus for you if you get paid for certain things, but it's not supposed to motivate you to do that. If you are doing your work actively unto the Lord, to wipe off tears from your eyes, to deliver the best service unto people, to explain the influence of the kingdom of God on earth, then you are actively in the ministry. This is what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to, when you are in a ministry, okay, you are supposed to actively uh, um, wiping tears out of people's eyes, right? You have to deliver people for the best service unto the people. You have to expand. Like, you can still do that at your work. There are a lot of people that are so terrible at their work. Like, they hate it so much, and they go there, they make everybody miserable at the same time. If you don't like the work, like, why are you there? Why are you making other people miserable just because you are miserable? Okay? So if your motive is to make a living, to make money, or to create life for yourself, then you are just serving yourself, and you are not doing a good job. It doesn't matter if you are a pastor, or you are you're in the pulpit area. You have to, you always have to serve God. Like, God has to be the driving, like the motive, right? Like, okay, I am at this job. Why am I doing this job? I'm doing this job because I love this job, because I want to bring service to this area, or I want to wipe away tears from people's eyes, or you like I want to influence people in a great way. That is what's supposed to drive us on doing things. But a lot of people today, it's money. If you don't call money, they're not interested. If money is not involved, they're not interested. A lot of people today are going into ministry. A lot of people today are going to becoming a pastor. The reason why they're becoming a pastor is not because they want to actually do God's work. It's not because they want to wipe away tears from people's eyes. It's not because they want to influence people. It's not because they want to lead people into their calling and destiny, what God created them for. It's not because of all of those things. The only reason why a lot of people want to go into ministry today is because how much money is involved, how much tithe and offering is involved, how much they're gonna get, because they think that a lot of people have get it that it is the easy way to get rich. That is why a lot of people want to serve God. You think that they have a personal relationship with God? No, they don't have any personal relationship with God. They don't even know who God is. They are so far away from God. They don't go there because they actually want to help people. They tell you that, I want to help you. I want to make your future great. I want to make you become a millionaire. But how long have you believed those lies? How long have you been listening to them? How long have you been paying tithe and offering? How long have you been doing all those things? Have you become a millionaire yet? You gotta ask yourself that question, because they said that they care about you. But is your life any different? Because every year you're supposed to grow. Every day you're supposed to grow, because that is who God is. God wants us to actually grow, not just be on the same page or just a little bit. You have to be like, if you want to see the result of a pastor, you if they're actually doing something great, right? He has to have at least people similarly to him, like a congregation, like his members. There has to be equal to him. If there is no church that the pastor is the only one driving a private jet, then that pastor is after his own gain. But if there are amount of people driving private jet just like him, like let's say like the pastor have 1,000 members in the church, okay, 1,000 members, at least 10% of those 1,000 members are supposed to be compared to him. But if he's the only one, know that that pastor is a scammer, because they have to be equal, because God wants all of us to be equal. So if the pastor have found a way, he now needs to come and teach his members in the church how they can find a way to become like him. They have to share the same thing. But they if the person or the pastor is so much like he's the only one that everybody come to him for help. If something happened in the church, they come to him for solution. Anything happen in your life, you've been going to that church for like 5 years or even less, and everything that you do, you have to go and consult with with your pastor before you carry on with it. Guess what? You are a pagan. Just straight up right there, you're a pagan. Because if you're in the church for 5 years, that pastor should have teach you some things, how you not to become dependent on him, but independent. That you're supposed to make decision on your own. You're supposed to do things on your own. You don't need the pastor all the time. He's supposed to show you to God. Say, here how you are supposed to go to God. This is how you are supposed to worship God. So when you need something, this is how you go to God. They need to show you the way. But if they're not showing the way out, it's just everything you need, come to me. Everything you need, come to me. I'm the solution. I'm then that's you're going to like a shrine, basically. That is what is happening. So you must therefore ensure that your life is based on truth. You need to know that your life is you need to be based on truth, not the non-truth, because the non-truth is what is destroying us. It's what is destroying Africa. So we need to base on truth, because the truth is the only thing that is going to set us free. He said it in the word. God said it. The truth is the only thing that is going to set you free. Not the non-truth, not the lies, but the truth. So you need to live your life on truth. You must ensure that you live your life with the value and essence of truth. You must ensure that what you are spending your time and energy on now has a lasting value forever. Because a lot of people are spending their time on things that have no value at all. They just waste their time. It's not going to benefit them in any way. They just do it over and over, like mad people, over and over. They're just doing the same thing over and over, over and over. Where is it going to take you? Make sure when you invest in your time, make sure you invest it on something that is actually going to benefit you. Now, like selfishly, because a lot of people are selfish. Well, I'm not gonna get money, I'm not gonna do it. No, not that is not what I meant. Like benefits you in the long run. Not only has to become money, but at least invest your time helping other people develop their life. Like something that you at the end you're gonna see a result. That's wow. These 2 hours that I've spent, look what I've learned, look what I've gained. Like when you're spending time on Facebook, make sure you're spending it on something that's gonna add value into your life. Because some people just they're wasting time. Like people get up in the morning, they just look for something how they can waste time. You are not supposed to be wasting time, you're supposed to be making use of your time. That is what you're supposed to do. Everything that you do every hour, you need to account for it later on. Say, how did I do? What did I do today? What did I gain today? Even if you don't gain anything, how did I help somebody today? How did I impact somebody's life today? That is how we are basically supposed to be living our life every single day. It's either you develop yourself or you develop somebody else. Like, the other thing that I really like, you have to find friends that are actually adding value to your life, not the ones that are just wasting your life, just finding time to hang out. Oh, just we just need to hang out and waste time, oh, until nighttime comes. No, go, you guys learn something. Like, the internet is so full of lots of information, although you have to be careful too with lots of the information. But there is everything in our fingertips now in the internet. Everything you want to learn. There is a skills that you are interested in. You go and you can Google or go to YouTube. Somebody already did it. Somebody already have done a video about it, or somebody have already do a write up about it. You go, you learn it. That will be a time spent well when you are learning about something, how to develop your life. In your career, you want to become a nurse, for example. You want to become a nurse? There are so many things on the internet that can help you become a better nurse. Or you want to become a businessman? There are so many things in the internet that can make you a better businesswoman or businessman. There is so many things in the internet that can upgrade your skills. So there is no excuses anymore that you cannot upgrade yourself, because the truth is the only thing that is going to set you free, not the non-truth. So there is a lot of information that you can. So there is no excuse, because a lot of youths today in Africa, they are making a lot of excuses. Wow, the government can't do anything. Oh, the government is not giving me job. The government is not sending me to school. The government. What are you doing with your time now that the government is doing absolutely nothing about you? But yet you are on the internet and you are doing things that are actually not going to benefit your life, and yet you are blaming it on the government. So why don't you take a responsibility for yourself? Say, hey, I'm not going to depend on the government. Hey, I have my five senses. God have given me something good, so I'm going to use that thing that God gave me for something good that is actually going to benefit me. So you're on the internet, find something. What are you good at? What do you think you're good at? And when you find that thing that you're good at it, and go to the internet, see people that have already done it, people have already perfected it, and learn more so you can sharpen that skills that you have. Not only go to the internet and scamming people, because there are a lot of youths today, they go to the internet, they just scam people, take money. That is like cost you're putting onto yourself. Because like, why would you go and like, you're finding more trouble for yourself? But people's like, wow, I'm enjoying it. I'm doing good. I'm scamming people. I'm having money. I'm living a perfect life. But you don't know that there is a repercussion at the end waiting for you that you might not see. That what are you really doing? Because when you're living on a non-truth and you think, wow, it's good. Yes, it's good. But what's going to happen at the end? That is always the question you're supposed to ask yourself. What am I doing right now? How is it going to affect me in the long run? No, it might be good right now, but what's going to happen? What's going to happen with your life? Because a lot of people are not worried about their soul, because a lot of people are actually sell their soul to the devil, like the devil have got their soul, like, so they don't care. Like I said, I think it was a couple of days ago, that once you are living a life with no remorse, you don't care anymore, you just do it, guess what? The devil have a dominion over your life, and you need to break that. Once you start doing things and you don't feel anymore, you don't care anymore, you don't, like, the devil have take control over your life. Like, that is straight up, because the devil will control you now. Like, you just do it because you are so dead. You cannot even, like, somebody tell you the truth, you get very offended about it. It's like, Like, I'm doing it. Everybody's doing it. When you start making those excuses, well, everybody's doing it. I'm not the first one that started doing it, so I won't be the last one that's doing it. Oh my God, you're going to the ditch. Like that is a bad, bad, bad. But at least when you're doing something, at least it's like, oh, it's bad. I don't want to do it. And yeah, okay, that's a good sign, because the more you are in the presence of God, the more you have relationship with God, the more those things are broken off of you. But when you start not caring, that is not good. So, other thing that I would like to talk about before ending this book, please, I would really like the feedback from people that have been watching me about this book review. Like, please give me your feedback. I really, really, really will appreciate your feedback. So another thing that I would like to, there is a story actually I wanted to share, but in the book, but won't have time, because I just want to round up this book today. So another thing that he talks about is um, so he said hoping you understand. Okay, he said being rich is, there is nothing wrong with being rich, right? What is wrong is if that's all you are living for, because there are a lot of people, all they live about is becoming rich. I want to become the next Bill Gates. I want to become the next Steve Jobs. I want to become, that is all, everything we are obsessed about, because a lot of people are just obsessed about the material things, about the wealth. Like, one, that is not good. Being rich, there's nothing wrong with it. But you being obsessed about it, that is all you think about, that is all you do, that is all ever exists in you. Whatever you're doing, it's all about, how can I become rich? How can I become rich? How can I, like, even something in front of you, good happening, you don't care about. It's all you thinking about, how can I make the next million? How can I make the next money? Because there are a lot of youth today in Africa, that is all they think about. They don't think about anything else, is but how can I scam the next person? How can I scam that person to get money? If your goal is just to acquire wealth for status, then what you have is not a vision, but ambition. So if that is what you're doing, just acquire wealth to have status. So, while if I drive this car, then everybody is going to value me. Or if I live in this house, everybody is going to value me. Or if I go to school and I have doctorate, or I have PhD, or I have masters, people are going to respect me. If that is all why you're going to school, hmm, that you're just ambitious, but that is not actually vision. Because when you're going to school, what God wants us to do, He wants us to go to school to learn, to acquire skills, so that you can go and actually work and do something for God. Like, but that is not what they teach in school. Sometimes people will even leave school and said, I quit school, I'm just gonna go and do God's work forever. Like, that's not like, because everybody, we are good at something. Everybody, you and I, everybody, we're good at something. There is nobody God created that is not unique in our own thing. That's good at something. You are talented in an area. God give you that specific skill for a reason. Because a lot of people today, the other thing that I notice in a lot of people today, things that we are actually good at, things that we actually just do naturally, we don't want it. We don't value it. We just said, nah, I don't want that. That is the one I want. I want that. And God gave you that skills and that talent for a reason. And here you are, you say, I don't want to have anything to do with that skills. I don't want to have anything to do, but you're good at it. You don't have to think twice about it. You just do it. It comes natural, right? And but we don't want it. We just throw it away. It's like, I don't want that gift. I don't want it. I want to become Beyonce. Like, you don't have the skills to become Beyonce. You are not Beyonce. Whatever you're good at, shine on it. But no, we discard it. We get rid of it. And we just want to be somebody else. We never ever want to be ourselves. That you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, because God created you in a specific way so that you don't waste your time and energy becoming. Some people want to become a musician. They are not a musician. No matter how you try, there are some people that are born naturally. That is their God given talent. They sing, and that is it. And you don't have the voice. You can't sing, and all you want, I want to become a musician. I want to become a musician by fire, by force, by anything. I want to become a musician, but it's not your area where God is calling you. It's not the area where you are supposed to be. But here you are trying, scamming people, doing everything just because you want to become a musician. And the talents that you're born with naturally, you just throw it away. And you want to become somebody else. Be yourself. Because when you be yourself, that is where you're gonna acquire wealth. That is where the wealth just come on its own, because it's something that you're good at. You don't have to fake it. It just comes naturally. But a lot of things you have to fake it, and you always like, no. So some people are just, they're born naturally, they can sing. Some people, they're just born natural with some talent. And here you are competing with them. I will beat you. I will do everything. And here you are, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your strength about everything. I want to be like that. Like some people, they are not born to become president, okay? I need to touch this area, okay? And all they're doing, they must become a president. I must become a president. I must become a president. And then they become a president now. Now, lots of generation later has been destroyed just because of your own I must become. You don't know how to rule a country. You don't know how to become a president. You don't know how to become a leader. Here you are, by fire, by force, you must become. And now, a lot of lives are going to be at stake just because of your own selfish ambition. You think that is fair? You think that is okay? If you're good at it, you want to bring difference, you want to change something, and there is something that you can bring to the table that we're going to benefit generation to come, yeah, by all means, go for it. But if it's not your destiny to become something, you, like, some people stop living, basically. They stop living. I don't want to become anything else. If I don't become a president, I'm not going to become nothing else. Or if I don't become a musician, I'm never going to become anything else. Or if I don't have PhD, some people, you're not meant to have PhD. Some people, you're not meant to have masters. But some people, they will try. They will try. I must become, because they want the status, because they want the title. They're not becoming it because they're going to use it to develop other people, to set people free. They just want the status. I have PhD. I have masters. I have degree. I went to school. Okay, why did you go to school? Why did you go to school? How are you using that thing that you learn in school? How are you using it? Some people, I just want to, I went to college, or I went to university, or I went somewhere, but no results after that. A lot of people, they have doctorates. What are they doing with a doctorate? Nothing, no result. And they will die, they will only have the name, oh, Dr. So and so, but will never discover anything, will never invent anything. They will never ever, when they die, when they're gone, nothing to show for it. Only maybe a document said, oh, you went to this. But you need to leave a legacy. You need to do something with your doctorate. Make sure that you invent something. Make sure that you did something. You need to leave something behind. With all that school that you've gone to, you need to show something for it, not only the paper, but show, say, this is what I learned. This is the result from what I learned. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. But not only the title, I am doctor. Doctor in what? I'm just doctor. I went to university. What is the result? You have to have a result. Everything that we do, there has to be a result. That is the goal. Money is a non-truth because a lot of people are going for money, right? It is just some cut down tree, uh, uh, processed into a paper and with a value on it. That is it, money, right? But everybody are killing themselves just because of money. But people don't value life anymore. People don't value people anymore. People value money more than life. If somebody come up to you and they said, here is money, here is a life, what would you rather choose? Some people would choose the money and leave the life. It is very sad when we get to that area, when we get to that we are choosing money over life. Because a lot of corruption that is happening in Africa right now, a lot of people are choosing money over the life of people. And it is very sad. The world is not supposed to be like that because we are living in non-truth. That is why this is happening. A lot of corruption that is happening because if the educational system in Africa is really poor today, is because somebody choose money over the value of education. If the people are dying of healthcare today in Africa, is because somebody choose money over the life of people. This is what is happening with non-truth. People are choosing money over life, and we are not supposed life supposed to be more valuable than money. But today it's the other way around. People are just choosing it. Like you go to a job, like you are a minister of a department, and then somebody will come with a proposal to you, say, hey, this is how we can do, this is how we can get rid of malaria in Africa. This is the research that I've done, and this is what we need to do. And some people, instead of like, oh wow, cool, would jump at it. It's like, what is there for me? What is the money? How much money am I going to get if I let you go through with this your this research or whatever you are gaining? What am I going to get? So if the person said, well, I don't have money, but I have this brilliant idea and I know it works because it works for America, it works for so many countries, and if we implement it, I know it's going to work. People will say, wow, because there's nothing there for me. I'm not going to get any money from it. I cannot let it happen. You see how you're going to destroy lives. So all those people are going to die now. It's going to be on you. It's going to be on you. Like, why will you want to take that? Why did you want to carry that? Like, I don't get it. That people will decide, I will carry that. I will rather that's not go through. I will sabotage that because I'm not getting money from it. That is where the world have come today. It's all about money. It's not supposed to be like that. Because even God warned us in the Bible. See, when you love money, the money, because you love money, is the root of all evil. Money is good, don't get me wrong. But when you start loving money more than life, you value money more than life itself, then you have lost it. Because life is supposed to be valuable more than money. Because today you will go to the hospital. You will go to the hospital in Africa, for example. Somebody will be dying, need a desperate operation. That person's life depend on it. Because that person doesn't have money, that person will die. People won't say, okay, let's take care of your life first. Let's sustain your life first. And we'll worry about the money later. There is only few people that will do that because they value life. But the people that don't value life, they will actually take the money. They will put more emphasis on the money more than the life. If you're a person like that value money more than life, you need to change. You need to change. Money is good, but you need to value people's life better. If you're a doctor that always puts money first, you need to save life more because you don't know when your riches is gonna come. Don't rush to make money because a lot of people rush to make money and they end up losing it. They end up going back to square one. But when you go through the process of making money and you take your time to make money, even when you lose it, you know how you can make it. But if you didn't go through the process, you will never value it. So we need to go through the process. A lot of people today, they want to become a minister. They want to become they want to become a president, not because they want to actually make a difference. It's just because the money that is involved in it. And we've got it wrong. If you're going to become a president or want to become a minister of certain department or parliamentarian or whatever it might be, based on the money, you have got it wrong. Value life. We need to value life. I cry for my country, Sierra Leone, every day. I cry for it because every time I go there, every time I go to that country, Sierra Leone, my heart bleeds. Like my heart bleeds. I just wept. My heart bleed and I wept because I see things that, wow, that non-truth have dominion. Like, why is it like this? Why is it not improvement? Like I left Sierra Leone when I was like teenager and I went back there. It's even worse. I was like, what? I was shocked to see that. Like I thought it would be improved, it would be upgraded. It's it's getting worse. I was like, what? When I was here, it was not like that. But it's like, wow, this is the way the country is. People have accepted it just the way it is, that they cannot do anything. But that is the non-truth that they are believing, that they cannot do anything. Yes, you can do something. We all can do something to make it better. It's like, well, I can't do anything about it. Yes, you can. Because you need to speak up about it. You need to speak up about it. You need to let people know that you are not party of it. But if you don't say anything, you're silent, means consent. When you're silent about something, you're not saying anything about it, it means that you agree. You accept whatever is happening to you. People don't know that. So, let me just see. So it said, here it said it's not about, it said the position you oppose today is non-truth. It will surely fade out. If you don't leave that position will leave you. The car you have, the house you built are all non-truth. They are all mere additions. But it said in the word of God, it said, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all other things shall be added unto you. That is the truth right there. Seek ye first the kingdom. When you seek first the kingdom, like not abandoning your job, like you can still seek the kingdom in your job, not putting money first, but seeking first the kingdom. And when you seek first the kingdom, and everything else will be added unto you. The car will come without you thinking about it. The house will come without you even thinking about it. Because if God know you need it, God know you need a car, God will provide you a car. You don't have to think about it. If God know you need a house, or God know you need a bigger house, God will provide that house for you without you even thinking about it. God know you need to pay your rent. God know you need to eat. God will provide that for you. But you have to seek the kingdom. You need to do the things of the kingdom. You need to be more helpful to people. You need to be more nice to people. You need to be more kind to people, not putting money above people, but putting people above money. Like, money is supposed to be a last priority. Money is not supposed to be your driving focus, or more focus on all those things, because God knows you need it. He will provide it for you. That is what we must daily do. We need to strive to expand yourself. That is what you're supposed to do every day. You plan your day. Okay, what am I going to learn? What I invest yourself, even maybe reading the Bible. That's investing yourself. You're learning something. But just don't sit and watch TV all day. If that TV is going to add value to your life, if you're learning something from that TV, good. That is a time wasted well. But if you just wants to watch TV and it's not going to add any value to yourself, that you're wasting time. You need to read a book. It's like, I read a book. That is, you're adding value into your life, because that book, you might gonna be learning something from that book. You're watching a video, and maybe that video you're gonna learn something through that video that is gonna benefit your life. But just don't, like, people just find time to waste. You waste your time. That, guess what? Once you've wasted that time, you will never, ever, ever get it again. Once these 24 hours roll, whatever you do, you can't get it back. It's gone forever, ever, 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 ever. You cannot make it. So you have to make sure whatever you're doing values. You add value to your life, or you add value to somebody else. Spend daily time, add value to your life. Watching something based on your career. If you're a businessman, read a book about business. How you're going to implement that, whatever you learn in that book, how you're going to implement it to your business. Watch a video. Okay, how am I going to implement this video that I'm watching? How am I going to implement that video into my business? It's not all about money, because people are thinking of becoming a pastor. If I become a pastor, for sure, I'm going to make it. Let's just run away from that. Don't go and become a pastor because you want to make money. That is the wrong idea. Want to become a pastor because God wants you to become a pastor, or because of what you're going to do, how you're going to help people, not how you're going to scam people or how you're going to get money from people. Because today you go to the social media, everybody prophetess, everybody, come, I'll pray for you, I'll get all of your problem away. That is a lie and scam, because guess what? Your problem will never go away, because we are supposed to have challenges. We are supposed to have challenges in life. If somebody is telling you that you cannot have challenges in life, that person is lying to you. They're supposed to become challenges. And those challenges, you go to God, and God will give you ideas how you can overcome those challenges. You can't run away from it. You just have to ask for wisdom and knowledge how to get over them. So this is what they do in the internet. And it's like, I have to pay. Oh, pay. You have to pay in order for me to fast for you. Don't be lazy. Fast for yourself. Because a lot of people are so lazy right now. Well, Pastor, I can't fast because I'm sick. And then, Pastor, please fast for me. How can somebody fast for you? Why can't you take the responsibility for your own life? Pastor, do this for me. Pastor, do that for me. Pastor, do this for me. Like, Pastor, Pastor, everything Pastor have to do for you. What are you going to do for yourself? That's my question. What are you going to do for yourself? What are you willing to do for yourself? If you're really going through a lot of things, guess what? You go down on your knees yourself and ask God. Don't be depending on people. Be an independent person. Ask God. God want to talk to you. God want to have a conversation with you. Every day is yawning and waiting for you patiently. My child, I want to talk to you. My child, I want to hear from you. But you're not giving him the opportunity. Instead, you're asking somebody else. Now you want to put your burden on somebody else, or why you take care of it. What are you going to do about it? You need to do something about your situation, because only you know your situation better than anybody else. And you talking to God about it, you can explain to God better about it. So please share this message. And so we finished the book. The book is ended. It's a final review. We're done. Yay. Uh, So the book again that I was reviewing is Truth, Non-Trut, and a Lie by Sunday Adelaja. So please let me know. I will go back on my page after this, and I will like to know if anybody is interested in the book, or maybe I should just do it because I find that um maybe I should just do the review, because I find that a lot of people don't know why they are here or who they are. A lot of people don't know. So maybe by doing it, I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. I think by doing it, I might help a lot of people. I don't know. So I might probably just go ahead and do it, even though I've read it on my own, but I probably will end up going and do it anyway. And so I've been thinking about, I'll make my final decision tonight before tomorrow. See if I'm still going to go ahead and do the book, the other book review tomorrow. Who am I? Who am I? Why am I here? So I'll think about it and see if I will go ahead and do it anyway. So that's all I have for you guys today. So that's the end. And sorry for taking this so long. I don't know. I guess maybe somebody needed to hear that. So I was longer. So anyway, please, I also like your feedback. Please let me know. Anybody that watched this video or watched the video that I was doing about truth, non-truth, and the lie, please message me back and let me know about your feedback, what you learned about it. You can private message me. You don't have to write it here. Just message me. Thank you guys, and God bless you guys, and I love you. Bye.